Welcome to day 5 of the Flightlvl challenge. With good weather ahead, today marks our longest flight of the journey.
From my special place here, from my instrument pedal. Nice one.
For today's challenge, we are splitting into 2 groups. One will take the direct westerly route, while the other flies a northern detour around Berlin's airspace. Which group will come out ahead in the end?
5.2. Try to reach so there, and then we continue to Oerlinghausen.
Das war erstaunlich viel Bock.
So now we are one battery dead, one battery is on minimum voltage, and we have 130 kilometers to go with a 15 knot headwind or so.
Let's get the motor out. This was our room for tonight. I need to take care that I have everything with me. Oh, here's my t-shirt still. Chargers are packed, of course, but batteries. And then let's go to the airfield.
During breakfast we assessed the day's options. One route was to head north towards the Baltic Sea and then continue south to Klix, as the forecast suggested better conditions in the east for the following day. In the end, we chose a direct westbound flight to Oerlinghausen, setting up a particularly challenging and exciting task.
Somehow here's so much fuel smell in there, or exhaust smell. They had a damage here. I think it's the rope of the winch which hit the windshield here. The weather looks so fantastic already. It's 11 o'clock. The firsts are going to launch pretty soon. Faster. Okay. A little bit faster. Okay. Slower. 140. So geiler Start, Alter. Das war wild.
Okay, cable up, please.
Have a great one. Okay, close. Okay, here we go. Taking off from Poland. 55 knots, spirit in. Have fun, Max.
Thanks.
Photograph ready for takeoff.
Benny, hast du schon was?
0.5.
Here you can see why effective teamwork is such an advantage. Benny established the first thermal, which Jan would have joined had he not found a stronger climb nearby. Benny then moved over to Jan, and together they quickly centered the core. Jan later went to investigate a pair of storks circling ahead, but the climb there was weaker, so he returned to Benny's thermal and rejoined his circles.
Ready to go, day 5 travel by glider trip.
Jan, wollen wir schon mal ein Stück vorfliegen? Ich habe hier eine richtig gute tragende Linie. Hier könnte man es versuchen. Äh, 3 Meter.
Today the challenge is we split the groups. One is flying south of Berlin, one is flying north of Berlin to Oerlinghausen. We have a 470 kilometer task, straight line. It's not completely sure if we can make it, but the weather looks good. We are already in the air at 11:30-ish, so that's good. We are heading more straight with the lower performance gliders like the DG100 of Jan. And then we will see tonight who arrives and who is faster. And the biggest problem is we have about 30 to 35 kilometers an hour headwind, which slows us down a lot, but we are hoping for many cloud streets so that we don't need to circle so often.
Yeah, today's plan is to go north of Berlin, and yeah, really nice cloud streets and yeah, clouds, yeah, so it's really nice weather conditions and much better than the other days.
So we're pushing upwind towards Berlin and it's really nice conditions. This is my favorite time of day in the morning when every cloud is going up, super reliable. But you're also quite low to the ground. We're only at 1,000 meters or less, so it's one mistake, and you could get quite low, but I'm having loads of fun so far.
We split into two groups because the thermal conditions were excellent and the gliders flown by Max, Till and Toby were significantly faster than those of Stefan, Jan and Benny. The slower group planned to take the direct route south of Berlin, while the faster group would fly a northern detour around Berlin airspace.
Jetzt ist er nochmal gut, vielleicht ein paar Meter zu machen oder halt wirklich nochmal ein bisschen mehr rausschwabbeln unter der Wolke. Wird die links anfliegen und dann einmal rechts rüber noch. Wird hier nochmal kreisen.
And nice, I'm right there and Jan is right there, so it's working really nice here in our team.
Problem ist, es ist da vorne jetzt nicht mehr so homogen, wie es jetzt hier war. Deswegen glaube ich, ist es ganz gut, ein 2 Meter Bad mal ein bisschen mitzunehmen.
To compensate for performance differences between gliders, you sometimes have to get creative. One option is to fly a slip, where the fuselage is exposed to the airflow at an angle, generating additional drag. As you can clearly see here, a secondary effect is that the pitot tube is no longer properly aligned with the airflow, causing the airspeed indicator to drop to 0.
Yeah, just circling with Toby, there's Toby. But he's climbing better than me all the time.
Yeah, it's good, 1.6. Fuck. Toby is always climbing better than me. Toby is a really good pilot, I think.
Maybe a little bit too much cloud around now for my liking, so the heating is going to cut off, but I can't complain with these sort of thermals. And we're still very low, we're still only at 2,500 feet above ground. 700 meters, 800 meters.
Max is now 550 meters below, but at least climbing with 0.8. So hopefully it will join us soon again. Toby is also below, but not a lot. Only 250 meters. Yeah, we'll see. The last kilometers were really fast anyway.
Okay, I've just checked the OGN, the internet tracking for gliders, and our competitors, Stefan, Jan and Benny, have just made it to the German border, so we're lagging behind. But I still hope we'll have better conditions, faster route on the upwind around the top of Berlin. And we've got better gliders, and we've got better skills. So yeah, let's see what happens. But either way, it's gonna be a great day. I'm not having a great time yet. There we go. Oh, it feels nice. Well done, Till. Always give them a little compliment.
This makes me smile. 2.8. Only 10 minutes ago we were there, 450 meters above the ground, struggling to find a lift using a 0.8 thermal, and now it's 2.7 again. Nice!
As you can clearly see on the satellite image, the air mass over the northern route is more humid, leading to increased cloud spread. In addition, the wind is stronger there.
Let's get the motor out.
Wir haben 103 Kilometer laut WeGlide, die anderen haben 105. Voraus sieht das Wetter geil aus.
Aber jetzt nochmal zur Walpklappe. Also ich wechsle jetzt gerade die ganze Zeit zwischen negativ 7 und 0 durch. Immer wenn ich so unter 150 komme, fange ich an langsam die Walpklappe nach hinten zu fliegen.
Was? Wenn du unter 150 kommst schon? Ich würde eher rechts rumfliegen. Du fliegst jetzt hier falsche Reihung, oder?
Okay, dann fliege ich rechts.
I feel so bad for the other team. We have the nicest cloud streets everywhere and they are somehow struggling with more wind and I think also more clouds, even more than here. And we have the best time of our life. We still have 290 kilometers now and we just discussed where to go if we want to fly to the Harz mountains or straight through the flatlands, and we all agree that it is much more scenic to go via the Harz.
The group flying north around Berlin's airspace is running into difficulties. Max can't keep up with the others, as his 15-meter discus simply isn't climbing well. This group also has an additional 90 kilometers to cover on their way to Oerlinghausen compared to Stefan's group. Max's chance of reaching Oerlinghausen before the end of the thermal day are fading. He's now on his own.
What we could also do is do more distance to the north and then come south and pick up Max.
Max, where are you?
20 kilometers line.
Max, are you still on the frequency? Should we wait for you and go 20 kilometers back to you?
No, just go on.
Okay.
Oerlinghausen is still 380 kilometers away.
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy far. And we will have headwind.
Okay, so we're racing down the Autobahn, which you can see below us. I asked Till, where should we go? He says, down the Autobahn. And that's where we go. There's also an Autobahn in the sky, which is this cloud street, which has been very nice and sucky. It's a little bit off track, 35 degrees. So we're looking for an option to go left, but it looks a bit rubbish. A little bit of pants to the left. So first we'll run down this street, get some free distance upwind, and then make a plan to go left.
So actually it's the first time I can eat something from my special place here, from my instrument pedal. Nice one.
There we go.
4.7, yeah!
Whoa! 5.2. That's my best ever thermal in Europe, if it continues. So we're 220 kilometers from Oerlinghausen. We have a 35 kph headwind, and it is 20 to 4. It's going to be quite tricky, I think. What do you think, Till?
I'm gonna be fine with the solo engine.
And I'm going to be fine with my solo skills.
Alright, we've made 350 kilometers already. Just 140 kilometers to Oerlinghausen, and now over there is the Brocken.
It's the biggest mountain, I think, in northern Germany.
Try to reach so there, and then we continue to Oerlinghausen.
And there is actually the Brockenbahn, I think it's called. Ja, ich steig. Ich will it.
Oh, Stefan. Oh.
Jan is behind me, very cool.
Geil, vor wenigen Minuten waren wir da unten noch auf dem Boden. Wie hoch ist hier oben?
Ja, stimmt. Ich wie Vögel eigentlich. Gerade nach unten gewesen und schon steigt mal weg.
Einzahl 1 zu 600 über die letzten 40 Kilometer. Das ist echt insane, wie diese Wolken hier funktionieren. Das ist der Hammer. Ich hatte sowas noch nie. Das ist so geil. Crazy.
WeGlide is an online platform where glider pilots upload their flights, compare performances and earn achievement badges. One of these is the 100 kilometers without a circle badge, awarded for covering more than 100 kilometers without a single circling turn. It is a significant challenge requiring all parameters to align: excellent energy management, precise line selection and strong weather conditions.
60 Kilometer geradeaus, noch 30 Kilometer müssen wir.
Ja, da müssen wir uns schon ranhängen.
Ja.
Jan and Benny haven't achieved this badge yet, which makes it an important goal for them on this flight. We started at the Brocken and flew all the way to Osnabrück without a single circle. Both Benny and Jan achieved the 100 kilometers badge.
Here I have open soar with SkySight overlay, and this color stuff here, that's the XC speed. And you see these nice red lines, that's a really high XC speed. And then you look outside and you see this nice cloud street, just one line. It's so cool how accurate it really works.
Okay, this is not good. One of the problems with travel by glider is it only has room for one battery charger, and that battery charger didn't fully charge the battery, and so now we are have one battery dead, one battery is on minimum voltage, and we have 130 kilometers to go with a 15 knot headwind or so. It's going to be a long way. So I'm just going to set up my backup, which is my nav to navigator on my phone. I just need to get thermal vario on. This is the useful backup because when this dies, so does the vario, so does the flam, so does the radio. Which is not good. And this is what a good thermal sounds like in my new setup. Sounds a bit like I'm a paraglider pilot, which is a bit of an ick.
Okay, we are now nearly 60 kilometers away from Osnabrück. Again, 20 kilometers since my last thermal, and before that it was 150 kilometers without thermaling. Stefan did not circle at all. So weit wie es geht, hätte ich gesagt. We already have 550 kilometers nearly, so we'll, if we make it back to Oerlinghausen, we will have 600 kilometers today.
Do my hair a bit for the YouTube. If it wasn't travel by glider and my crew and my trailer weren't a long way away, I'd try and race till now to the finish line, but that would be quite silly, wouldn't it? Because if I do land out, that's the next 2 days of my life ruined probably.
Yeah, so last thermal of the day I hope. Finally, yeah, above final glide. Oh, it was like really, I didn't like the flight, not at all. But now we are above final glide, 160 meters above to Oerlinghausen with McRadio 0.2 and 5% bug, so it should be enough. Let's glide.
We just turned here and we had such an amazing line. I'm not sure how many kilometers, but it was at least 150 kilometers just in a straight line against the headwind. It was just so cool. We flew slow, but we didn't need to circle there. And now we're here at Osnabrück, so quite an interesting day. I think our group won by far the race to Oerlinghausen. The southern route was the better one. But let's see what the others have to tell.
Oh, genau über den Turm, geil. So, now we have final glide, not yet, but hopefully in the next thermal. Last thermal was 3.3 on 6 p.m. It's awesome. There's Stefan. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Gerade hatten wir deutlich weniger Wind als davor, deswegen läuft mir die Höhe ganz schön weg. Und in Bodennähe kann das auch sein, dass wir halt kaum Rückenwind mehr haben.
Okay, also trotzdem schauen, so viel Höhe hier zu machen, wie es geht.
Ja. So we are 50 kilometers northwest of Oerlinghausen, but we have about final glide.
So, es ist 10 vor 7 und ich habe nochmal 1,8 Meter gefunden hier. Ja, keine Ahnung, irgendwann muss ich halt schon mal landen, aber aktuell habe ich wenig Motivation dazu. Das ist ein Hammertag.
So pretty. I'm just joining the circuit here. It's so pretty.
Also nicht weiter im Osten.
Wow, there's I think that's an EV28 or EV29.
Also ich würde mich jetzt gleich
Oh, that looks incredible.
There was quite an inbound rush into Oerlinghausen, as Benny summed up perfectly.
Okay, so he should land first. Then he, then me, then he. Oh, this is cool. Let's have some extra speed in case there is some wind shear, something here.
So now let's do a good landing at Oerlinghausen. Oh Mann ey, heute war ein Scheißtag.
Saugeiler Tag, das ist so gut. Oh, das war gar nicht so gut. Da steht, da nicht nach rechts. Ich bin ja uns auf die Nachher. Leck mich doch am Arsch. Alter Schwede, hey.
Jesus Christ. That's good. Off to get the gliders in Oerlinghausen. Over there. We've got Jason the driver. And here we go. Yeah, 2 on 2 would be great. That's my one.
So we just pushed your glider, or what happened?
Yeah, it's in a hole. Gone forever.
Today we covered a distance of 624 kilometers and spent more than 7 hours and 30 minutes in the air. By car the travel time would have been similar, but it would have required far more energy to get there. And of course it's much more fun to fly with a glider.
Here we have all our batteries charging again in the kitchen. I hope you also enjoyed this day as much as we did. It was fantastic weather, great race around Berlin. And if you like it, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't, and then we will see you in the next one. Cheers guys!
Good morning. Everything here is super wet.
Today our slogan is low and slow. Fly with the champions.
Okay, the thermal's just stopped. So I'm about to do my second land out of the day at this airfield.
Yeah, oh, we can show you where Toby is.
Oh, maybe we see him?